Hi there, power hungry campers. Today we're going to be taking a look at Mighty Cord's 50 amp extension cables. These are available in either a 10, 15, 25, or 50 foot length. We're going to be showing off the 25 foot length today. On our extension cable here, each end we're going to have our male and our female. It's your standard 50 amp connector there. Our male is going to go connected into our power source, which would be either our generator or the power supply there at the campsite. We'll hook that up after we connect to our motor home or your camper here. Now for this to connect, we've got our adapter in here that goes from our twist lock down to the standard 50 amp prong here. And I do highly recommend an adapter like this if you're going to be using a big heavy duty 50 amp cable, because it's going to reduce the stress that is put on your connector here. These are pretty thick, heavy cables, so they can put a lot of stress that could potentially damage this over extended period of use and time plugging in and out. So we're just going to hook these two together, and now we can go hook up to our power supply. So you can see here with 25 foot of length, we can easily get far away from our camper, so we can get our generator away so we don't have to listen to all the noise of it running. Or if we're at a campsite that does have power where we can just hook directly to, we can put our camper in a convenient spot where we want it to be and still be able to hook up at that power source. And with the varying lengths, you can get the one that's going to best match the situations that you expect to find yourself in. We can then plug it into our power source here, and we're now ready to enjoy 50 amps of pure power going through this bad boy. Look at how thick this cable is here. And with everything hooked up, looks like we've got power. And it's important that the cable is nice and thick and properly rated for the power going through it. 50 amps is a lot of power, and we need to have thick enough wires to be able to have it travel down such a long distance. If the cable's not sufficient enough to be able to handle the current, that can cause the wires inside to start to heat up. That can cause internal shorts in your wiring, which could potentially lead to fires and other wiring damage on your camper or motorhome. So we want to avoid that by using a cable from a brand that we trust. Mighty Cord here has definitely given us a nice, thick, durable cable, and it's written on here on the inside. We've got 6 gauge on 3 of our wires and an 8 gauge on the last wire on our connector here. And those are some pretty thick bad boys, and boy, you can tell. And I also like that they've incorporated the easy disconnects here on our connectors. Because with regular cables, you might just grab the head here and go to disconnect it. Well, you can accidentally potentially touch a prong and shock yourself doing it that way. This ensures that we're nice and safe pulling from here, and other people might just grab it here by the wires and just pull on those. That can damage the wiring where it connects to the connector on the inside if you were to just pull it like that. This ensures that we're disconnecting it. That is a nice stress-free on our wires, and it keeps us nice and safe. So that's really cool. And with 3 prongs in there, you should easily be able to grab and disconnect these. The more prongs and thicker and larger the wires are, the harder they are to disconnect. But with this, I mean, it's just cake with 3 fingers each. Both ends are going to feature the 3 prongs, so you can easily disconnect that. And when you finish your adventure and you're ready to pack up and go home, you can simply coil it up and store it in one of your compartments, so your next adventure you're ready to hook up. And that completes our look at Mighty Cord's 50 amp extension cable.